Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It's Thursday, the 4th day of August. It is National Coast Guard Day, so hats off to
Absolutely.
all those men and women who served in the Coast Guard. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day.
Yum.
Is there anything better than a chocolate chip cookie?
Well, yes.
You know what's better? A bigger chocolate chip cookie. I'm serious. I love chocolate chip cookies. I don't know why. And it's National IPA Day. That's a type of beer, right?
It is.
What does IPA stand for? Do you know?
I don't know what it stands for. I just know it's a type of beer.
Now I'm going to have to check that out. And it is a Thursday, which means we have a Dear John letter. I'll get to that info in a minute. And IPA stands for India Pale Ale. India
Really?
Pale Ale. There you go. Yeah, now you know. And on my Dear John letter today, I have somebody who was invited to a wedding, but it's somebody they don't know really well. I think it's going to be awkward. You can chime in with advice if you'd like at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. If you have to turn on subtitles when watching Peaky Blinders, you're not alone.
When watching what?
It's a TV show.
Oh.
A new survey said TV viewers have a harder time following Tom Hardy's dialogue than any other actor. Peaky Blinders, a show that Hardy often appears on, was named the hardest to understand TV show. And the results shouldn't be surprising. Hardy is famous for playing roles that require him to mumble a bit. The British actor also starred as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, as Mad Max in Mad Max Fury Road, and in 2 Venom movies. Next on the list of hard-to-understand actors in order are Sofia Vergara, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sean Connery, Johnny Depp, Jackie Chan, Ozzy Osbourne, and Benedict Cumberbatch. I said something completely different. The purpose of the poll, by the way, is to track subtitle usage among American film and TV viewers. I'm a fan of subtitles.
I like subtitles. I will use them often.
I have a friend who said
because
he
I
can't
have several
stand it.
people in my family who like to talk and
Ooh,
talk.
why are you
and
pointing
talk
at me? All right, surveys and
during
studies
films.
and such. Brought to you by Better
So I
Credit
have no
Cards.
choice but to.
Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know it's pretty routine these days to use your phone or your watch to track your heart rate? But another measure of health while exercising could maybe be even better. How about using a necklace? Researchers from the Ohio State University developed a smart necklace. It's a biosensor which can monitor glucose levels through a person's sweat.
Oh.
In testing, the smart necklace, which comes multiple functional clasps and pendants, successfully tracked glucose levels, suggesting it could successfully monitor other important chemicals in your sweat as well. And it only needed a minimal amount of sweat for the sensor to interface with the sensor to interface whatever with you. I don't know.
I have no desire for my jewelry to know how much I'm sweating or if I'm unhealthy.
Hope one day it could use these biomarkers in sweat to detect a number of changes in your personal health. So they're saying this could actually be a huge benefit.
So then they'll know
which medications to send your way
through
for advertisements.
computer which citizens don't get the best health care because they're unhealthy.
I see where you're going here. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Samantha Bee's Full Frontal is getting kicked in the rear. The show was a signature program at one point for TBS, but it will not return to the network in the fall. Rep from B said TBS, actually is the one that said it, As we continue to shape our new programming strategy, we've made some difficult business-based decisions. Over the course of 7 seasons, B's Full Frontal brought an aggressive and saucy voice to late night, and was one of a few programs led by a female point of view. But it doesn't explain why they decided to get rid of it. Must not have had the ratings, tanking. Apparently. And a couple of movies that hit the theaters. DC League of Super Pets. It's I believe, an animated thing. Got the voice of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Hart, Kate McKinnon, and John Krasinski. Also, Vengeance, which is a comedy thriller. Radio host from New York travels to West Texas in an attempt at solving the murder of a girl he was hooking up with. B.J. Novak, Ashton Kutcher, and more. So, a couple of movies that I've not yet seen, but we'll have to see if they're any good. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Heidi, are you hungry right now by chance?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm always hungry.
Maybe you won't be after hearing some of this stuff. I don't know, because there's 2 stories here about food. First one, KFC has added 2 mouth-watering new items to their menu, but you'll have to go quite a distance to try them. The new Flossie Original Recipe Chicken Porridge and the Shroom and Cheese Pocket, exclusive to Singapore. Priced at about $2.85 US. The Flossie Chicken Porridge is just what it sounds like. Warm porridge topped with original recipe chicken fillet chunks and chicken floss. What is chicken floss?
I have no
It just sounds gross.
idea.
It's a dried meat product with a light and fluffy texture similar to coarse cotton. Shroom and Cheese Pocket is described as a warm and hearty toast wrapped, filled with KFC's famous hot and crispy zinger. Herb marinated mushrooms, mayonnaise, and melted mozzarella cheese. It goes for about $5 US. So, okay, moving on, because neither of those sound good to me.
Not even a
little.
little.
Would you order either of those?
No.
All right, just thought I would check. Known for things like the Big Mac and the Quarter Pounder, McDonald's is adding another burger to their lineup, but only in South Korea. It is the Bosong Green Tea Pork Burger.
Ew.
Made from Bosong Green Tea Pork, which is a tender texture with less smell. Okay. The patty is layered with spicy cheese sauce, bacon, Korean cabbage, red onions, and mayo. Cushioned between 2 buns, sells for $5 US and looks pretty good. But I don't know that it would taste.
It looks good?
Well, the image looks good.
Huh.
I'm just saying. If you want to see it, I've got a link to that.
That doesn't sound as bad as the last thing.
I don't know. I'd try that before I'd try that other thing, but I'm not signing up for either of these, just so you know. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, Dear John.
All right, I got a Dear John letter here. I don't think we've had a wedding Dear John letter in a while, have we?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No.
For a while there, we were getting like wedding letters every week. So here's what I think happens. Somebody else will hear this letter and then they'll go, you know what, I got a question. I'm going to shoot my question over now. So maybe we let the wedding season letters begin. I don't know, but we'll start with this one for sure. Here we go. Dear John, I have been invited to a wedding for a classmate. We were never really close. I'm not even sure why she invited me. My mother said I should go. I think it would be weird. We've not talked in over a decade. We were never super close friends. We had a few classes together, but that's about it. We are friends on Facebook now, and she comments on my stuff quite a bit, but we've not even chatted on that platform in over 5 years. I actually checked to see how long it's been. I think this would be a very strange thing to do. Am I being rude? Should I send a gift and tell her I can't make it? That would save her money on a dinner, and it would save me the awkward evening. Signed, old friend. I know what Heidi's answer is going to be, but I'll go ahead and give you the opportunity.
Go.
What do you think, Heidi?
Don't go.
All right. But that also would have been her answer, even if they were really good friends. Even if it was her sister or something. I'm just saying. So now that we got Heidi's answer out of the way, I want you to ponder something for a moment here. Think about this. No, listen to me and you tell me what you
John would go. John would go.
I probably would.
You would. And
But
it would
here's
be
why.
awkward for everybody involved.
No. Because here's the thing. This person that you're talking about might not have a lot of friends, and if you are one of their only friends from Facebook or from
this
school,
person knows your friends on Facebook, they don't want you to see that you weren't invited and feel left out. This could be a pity invite.
Oh, see, I hadn't thought of that. So you're thinking that's what it is. I was thinking it could be somebody who doesn't have a ton of friends, or
it could be just somebody who's searching for gifts.
Can I say my theory now?
Sure, please.
Because you've interrupted me 3 times. Just want to let you know. So it could be somebody who maybe doesn't have a ton of friends, but they know that you went to school with them and you guys are still friends on Facebook. You said they comment on your stuff quite often on Facebook. They might think you're a lot closer friends than you think you are. You know, because they're seeing your stuff all the time, and it almost feels like you're talking to them all the time, even though you haven't chatted like between the two of you on Facebook in 5 years. They're seeing your stuff every day, and they're chiming in every day. They might actually think that you guys are much closer friends than you think they are.
Which means they're a stalker.
No,
and
it
you
doesn't.
shouldn't go.
Hey, I'm still sharing my theory here. Why don't you just wait a minute? So here's the thing that I'm going to just say, because your mother said you should go. It doesn't say in here whether or not you're married. It doesn't say if you have a date. So maybe if you're single, maybe your mom is going, hey, you could go to this. And you know what? That's one of the places people meet other people. And if it's a person you went to school with, there'd be other people like your age-ish. So again, I'm just thinking like as a dad, like maybe that's why your mom is thinking you should go, because you could find your significant other there. But again, I don't think it's going to be awkward at all. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. If you go there and you're like...
It's awkward.
So
that is so weird.
Haven't seen you in person in over 10 years.
That's
haven't talked
so
in 5
weird.
years.
And then it's... and
Here's
if
your
that's the only
blender.
person that you know, and then that person is busy that day,
Okay,
who
you
are
know
you going
what?
to talk to?
But what if there's other
Weird.
classmates that were also invited and you know other people? And you could probably bring a date if you wanted to, or just a friend. Maybe your mom will go. I don't know. She thought it was a good idea.
Don't go.
All right. Hey, would you like
You'll
to
thank
chime
me
in?
later.
Would you like to? Would you just, does it say what they're having for dinner? Because that would also be a good way to base this. I'm like, ooh, this RSVP looks pretty fancy. No, I honestly think you're going to have fun. If you have other plans, then your answer is, sorry, can't make it, have other plans. And then if you wanted to send a gift and just say, hey, sorry, can't make it, then that would be fine too. I think it's really cool that she's at
Some
least
people
invited
literally
you.
invite every single person that they know so that they can get gifts.
You
Some
think that's
people
what it
do
is?
That. And that could be what's going on here. It could just be like,
we
hey,
do
I
that?
know this person. I know this person.
Did we invite everybody we knew?
No.
Did we invite anybody? Again, Heidi's not really a crowd person, so looking around at our own wedding, I'm like, I don't know any of these people. Do you know any of these people?
You're lucky your
Who are
grandma
these
made
people?
the cut. I just don't like people around.
All right. Well, if you'd like to chime in with your advice, which is probably way better, way better than our advice, you can do that. And you can submit a letter for next week at the same exact place, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The patent for the first fire hydrant was lost in a fire.
In a fire. I knew
Isn't
that.
crazy? Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Infants have more bones than adults.
I know, because they don't fuse together till
Exactly.
later.
Babies are born with about 300 bones, but by the time they get to adulthood, they only have 206 bones. So by the time we grow up, we have almost 100 bones that all fuse together.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Beethoven was totally deaf when he composed his classic Ninth Symphony.
Oh.
Yeah, that's weird. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Hawaiian pizza does not come from Hawaii. Where do you think it comes from?
Hawaii, even Hawaiians have better taste than
Would
that.
you?
Where does it come from?
It comes from Canada. It was created in 1962 in Ontario. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There is a city in Turkey named Batman. Yeah, the name of the city is Batman. Where are you from? Batman. All right. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile Question of the Day. Yay! It's brought to you by mintervention.com. Heidi, are you ready for this one?
I am ready.
13% of people say they have hit this when driving. What is it? You have. 13% of people say they have hit this when driving. What is it?
A fire hydrant.
You hit a fire hydrant?
No.
What?
Not that you know of.
No, the answer is their garage.
Oh.
Yeah, Heidi just hit our garage a month ago. That was crazy. All right, that is the Mint Mobile Question of the Day. Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A man who accidentally threw away a hard drive with 8,000 bitcoins on it wants it back. And he's trying to get permission to use robot dogs and artificial intelligence to dig through the dump and recover his lost fortune.
Yikes.
James Howells from Wales City of Newport mistakenly threw away an iPhone-sized drive back in 2013. The Bitcoin stored on it is now worth about $175 million. He's fighting for council's permission for him to spend $11 million of his own money
why
to
couldn't he do
excavate
that?
the landfill. Well, it's not his property. But he wants to excavate the landfill and sort through. This is from 2013.
Yikes.
We're approaching 10 years worth of garbage.
Good luck, dude. It's gone.
110,000 pounds of trash. Humans and AI-powered machines can be trained to recognize the hard drive, which would sort through the garbage in a process that he thinks could take about 3 years. A pair of Boston Dynamic robot dogs would sort through trash during the day and patrol for trespasser treasure hunters at night.
That is painful.
It's also very weird. That's why it's today's weird news, brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. These are odd books that were actually published. All of these are true. I don't know if I'll get through the whole list, but here we go. First one, Historic Bubbles. Okay, 1896. That was a real book.
I have a friend who would read that book.
Yeah. Oh, I think, Mark, right?
Yeah,
he
Mark.
loves bubbles. I think he would. Constipation and Our Civilization from 1943.
Oh.
What? Careers in Dope from 1973. How to Fill Mental Cavities, 1978.
Mental cavity.
Yeah, I don't know. The Romance of Leprosy,
Oh, yes.
1949. How about this? A Do-It-Yourself Machine Gun from 1995. That is an actual book.
Okay.
Probably not available anymore.
Probably not.
Practical Candle Burning from 1970. And I think,
Practical. Is there impractical
I don't
candle
know.
burning?
And I think I'm only going to get to one more of these. There's more if you want to read them. American Bottom Archaeology. What? 1983. I don't know what that means. I've got a list. There's more of them on the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today from the very funny Paula Poundstone.
Oh, I love Paula Poundstone.
I do too. Paula Poundstone said, adults are always asking children what they want to be when they grow up because they're looking for ideas.
That's not a lie. None of us really knows.
Yeah, I'm approaching 50 and I still don't know. So I just might stick with what I'm doing. I don't know what this is, but I might stick with it. All right. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Take a listen to this. Headline, 7-year-old saves toddler from the bottom of a swimming pool.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. 7-year-old boy in Sacramento, California is being hailed as a hero. Why? Because he's a hero for saving a toddler at the bottom of a pool.
Wow.
Messiah Brown was swimming at the apartment complex where he lives with his mother and his brother, and he saw something out of the ordinary. A boy with his mouth and eyes open at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, my God.
He said, I was just playing in the pool, and I saw this boy at the bottom of the pool, and I went in to go get him. He dove down, he grabbed his arm, and he pulled him to the surface. His 9-year-old relative helped pull the boy onto the pool deck, where adults came and then called 911. Bystanders performed CPR on the boy until paramedics arrived. The child was transported in critical condition with advanced life support efforts provided by Sacramento firefighters. This young man's mother said that she is in touch with the mother of the 3-year-old boy, who she reports is doing well now. And they say it is a miracle. The young boy survived and is doing all right. So
wow.
There's a video and a like a TV story that they had done on this. If you want to see that, I've got a link to that in the show notes for today. Isn't that cool?
I can't even imagine how terrifying that would be.
That would be so scary. If you just, you're out swimming with your friends and you look down, you're like, that doesn't look normal. There's something going on. Something is afoot at the bottom of this pool.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just crazy. So hats off to this young man who realized, 7-year-old kid realized that, hey, there's a problem.
Something wasn't right. Yeah.
Yeah, and instead of like going and saying, hey, I'm going to go find help, because he could have done that.
Right, and then it would have been too late.
It could have been, yeah. And luckily, apparently a strong enough swimmer to get down there and help and do what they needed to do. But holy cow.
Wow.
What a great story. I'm glad that it ended the way it did. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.